Hey everybody, do you know what? It's been a while since I've done a video, and if you notice, there's no music, and that's because actually, I'm just not going to bother with it. I'm just going to get straight to the point these days. Can I tell you what? I wasn't really getting involved in the videos things, but do you know what? I've had to because I'm feeling so frustrated at the amount of people that are out there just rinsing the videos with video strategies. Now, it's no secret, I'm not the biggest money trader in the world. I still work for a living, but I still trade, and I'm still being honest about me trading. Or my trading. Me trading, my trading. Oh dear, I'm off already. Look at this. I've only been on a video about 2 minutes and I'm already laughing. What is it with me and this laughing on the videos? It's almost like if you can ever remember being in class and you had to be quiet, and somebody says, "You better be quiet, lad, otherwise you're going to get the blooming stick," or something like that. And then you're there, it's all quiet, it's like this. And the tweet teacher at the front, and he's writing on his desk or something. And then your mate looks at you, and he's like dead quiet. And you go, and you make like this almighty howl while you're laughing. Anyway, listen, that's enough about that. Why am I moaning? Oh, well, I'm moaning because I keep getting videos coming up on my thing. And I'm thinking, do you know what? All I'm seeing is the same strategy being rinsed and repeated by people. And I've got one on the screen now, and I was doing this a while back, but I gave up on it because actually it didn't turn out to be that reliable. Because it's like anything, there is no one thing that will make you rich trading. You have to be you have to be the water, as Bruce Lee would say. You have to be, you have to read the market, you have to feel it. And I'm not joking you. And I'll explain a bit more about that. I've been building a little account up actually. I put 150 GBP in account, it's now 984. And I did that just on the US 500, but it has taken me about 3 months to do it. And that's because I was swing trading. I mean, I was literally on the 4 hour. Honestly, I could have had 14 children by the time some of these trades came to. It took ages. Right, so this is the strategy that I'm moaning about right now. And the reason I don't do it, I'm going to tell you about it now. Because what happens is they say it's guaranteed, blah, 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 blah. But you're thinking, well, if it's that guaranteed, why aren't you trading it? Why aren't you actually live streaming yourself trading it and making, everybody's life good like you're supposed to? No, you're doing it for the views because you're getting more money off YouTube than you are from trading. Well, that's not how I'm working. But, I mean, I'd love to, don't get me wrong. But that's not why I'm here. I'm here, as I've always been, to help other people. Right, okay. So this strategy, I call it the IDR. What do I call it actually? Hang on a second. I call it the DR IDR. And if you look at it, it's the 5 minute opening range, which is what's indicated on here. Assuming these timescales are right, 8:25, 9:30. Yeah, this is right. This is right. So, and you base it around that, the 5 minute opening range. And then you've got also, actually, I probably need to knock something off that, but don't worry. And this is yesterday's high and yesterday's low. Sorry, previous days high and low, which is something that I've used quite a lot in the past. I think if you look back through my MT4 days, you'll see there's plenty of videos on that. And yes, I still do have MT4 as well. No worries about that. Right, so that's there as well. That I don't think that was a live account. That was a demo. I was testing some day trading on that as well. I made 895 quid on it, so that was just messing about there. It's always easy when you're messing about. This, however, is real money. It is it's a live account. Look, see, live real money, not a prop account, nothing like that. That's just real money. It's my money. And it was 150 quid, and it's now like £984.26. And I can't remember how long it's took to do it, but it's several months, 3 or 4 months, I don't know. Anyway, right, so there you are, I'm real. So this is a 5 minute chart. So what this strategy is all about, I call it the daily range, inside daily range. And it's all about this 5 minutes open. Now bear in mind, I don't trade Forex, and that's because I do the futures as well. So I tend to stick to the US 500, S&P 500, the US 100, Nasdaq. It's either of those two, but mostly this is the small money one, and the 100 is the big money one. But the 100 moves a lot faster, causes a lot of damage a lot faster. So you need to be able to take quite a lot of pain potentially if you're doing the 100 or Nasdaq. Right. Oh God, are we glad we got there now? Okay. So look, here's what I'm talking about. Right. So what happens is, let's make this nice and big for you. Okay, so in the first 5 minutes of the market's opening, I think I've got this on the 1 hour version of it. This is the thing. There's a 1 hour version of it, and there's a 5 minute version of it. Let me see if I can have a look at this IDR indicator and see what session I've got. Yes, I've got this on a 1 hour. Oh, have I got no, I've got a template to do it in a 5 minute. So I don't want that. Oh, yeah, I do actually. I like that. Let's just do it from 9:30 to 9:35. Sorry, 9:35, and then. Do you know what? I'll pause this video, save you having to watch this. I'll get it set up and I'll come back. Right, change is made. So all I've done, I've just changed this RDR time from 9:30 to 9:35. This indicator's free. It's on TradingView. DR IDR V1.5. This is not going to make you money. It might help, but it's not going to make it. It's a nice to know, but let's put it like this. I don't use it. All right, and I do extend these lines, or I did extend these lines, so I'll just set that as default. And then I'm going to save this template actually because I want to. So that if I want to refer to it again in the future, if somebody asks me a question, I'll be able to answer it, won't I? Okay, right. So, yep, why not? Sorry, I've been boring, I know. Right, so here's a 5 minute range. So this is basically 9:30, which is when the US markets open. What happens is there's a 5 minute range, and now if you look at this, you'll see it's quite a whip what happens. Big wiki scenario. So this is the low price. This is the open line, which is just something I'm interested in. And this is the high of the 5 minute. So this strategy says, right, here's what happens then. If it breaks out of the daily high, that's there, yesterday's high, comes back, touches here, you better get in it. And you're going to buy it, and you're going to risk whatever. Some people say, risk to the bottom of here for a 2 reward. I'm not saying this strategy is like anything. You flip a coin, you're going to win money eventually, aren't you? So, but I've seen so many people doing this. It's annoyed me today. I'm really sorry if I sound angry. I am actually a little bit angry. Grr. No, I don't know why that says US tech up there because it's not. It's an old, it's probably an old chart I've used. Anyway, so the idea is that I want to draw. I'm not very good at this drawing lark. So this is your 5 minute range here. I need some arrows and I haven't got them. Anyway, that's the 5 minute range there. So what they're saying is it's going to come up here. It's broke out to there. Yeah, look how easy this looks. It comes back down to here because this is the 5 minute high, and then it'll bounce off it. And you've even got a big wick here and here. So there's no reason why, if you're following this strategy, you wouldn't be buying this about here. Or you would buy it here because it's come back through again. So you've got a double rejection there. And you'd set yourself a little risky rewardy up and you'd go, right, I'm going to risk that. Now, if I risk it all the way down there, I'm absolutely rubbish at this. So I could risk it down to that range, couldn't I? I could risk it all the way down to the end of the range. I could risk it just down to the bottom of that wick, depending where I got in. Or I could risk it from there, which would be my preference, keep that risk low. And then we could try and get I don't know, I like to get 1 to 3 or more if I can. This is where I like to be, 1 to 4. All right, so obviously we get whipped out of that. And that is what everybody's selling. And then they say, but if you don't get that one, and it breaks out down here, when it goes back up to test, sell it again. And as you can see, you're getting shafted there. You're getting your fingers burnt left, right and centre with this. Okay, This is actually a non-farm payrolls day, so it's going to be a bit wild. But let's have a look. Here we are. 5-minute opening range, right? I'll make it bigger. It's a 5-minute opening range. Right, bingo. Right, it's broke out. It's come back. Got a nice wick here. Sure to carry on, isn't it? Boom. I'll have your money, thank you. I could do with that liquidity, said the market. So it comes down and it goes, all right, it's going to touch here. Look at that. It's starting to bounce back. It's starting to come back out. It's just closed outside it. Surely it's got to go down. No, that's what the strategy said. Oh, actually, but you know what? I've lost the line, and oh, there it is. Look at that. Yesterday's low. What a day. What a day that was. But okay then. So it broke out of there as well. Come back, touched it. So if you'd have took a trade on that line, even using this whole 5-minute range as a risk, boom, your money's gone. Say goodbye to your dollars and your pounds and your shillings and your yens and your Deutschmarks and your euros and all the things that you're doing, the Le French franc, excuse me, or your bahts. Anyway, whatever currency you like. So this is what I'm saying. So what I'm actually saying is, if you see a video where they're saying, watch my video, and it's a 95% success rate, 100% success rate, 85% success rate, honestly, flick by and try and find somebody that's really trading. You're better off watching Patrick Whelan or something like that. Okay, it is a bit flashy, it's all a bit big money, but at least with Patrick Whelan, he's trading, albeit on about 20 prop accounts at once, which is why he makes mega bucks. And yes, he'll admit to you that he's making a fortune out of his YouTubes and the likes as well, and his affiliation with Apex and all the other people. But at least he's a real trade, and you will hear him swear because he doesn't always get it right, and he will show you when he doesn't get it right, and he'll show you when he gets it wrong. Personally, I don't follow his strategy either, but it's there. The reason I don't follow his strategy is because it's a little bit upsy-downsy. You know, he'll have some really good days, and then he'll lose like 100 grand. And I can't be, I'm a bit more steady than that. I believe that I'm teaching myself to fish a bit better than that. It's kind of a YOLO kind of mentality sometimes, I think. It's not meant to be, I don't think, but he does trade very big. And of course, with big trade comes big pain when you lose. So, he'll be the first to admit that, I'm sure. All right. Better still, if you want to watch somebody who's really trading as well, Tom Hugard. I'd recommend him if you want to watch somebody who's big into psychology. It's not for me, I'll be honest with you. I love Tom Hugard, but I don't really trade how he trades as well. So everybody's got their own way. But what I'm saying to you is, just don't assume that this stuff's going to work. If you do see something you think, oh, I really like the look of that, just test the arse off it on a demo. That is all you got to do. Right, so the last thing is you will notice, although I'm on Trading View, I'm still with IC Markets. What does that tell you? I'm in Singapore with them, I think it is, or somewhere like that. But yes, I'm still with IC Markets, and this, because I've gone for a C Trader account, I can connect it to Trading View, and that's what I do. So I trade live on here now, which I kind of prefer. But I've also got C Trader from IC Markets as a backup. So I've got two platforms I can play with. If you like C Trader, the executions are very, very fast. Compared to MT4, it's very fast. But I do like Trading View. I always have done, really, because I quite like the charting on it and the tools that I can get, and I can have them written if I need to as well. But anyway, if you don't have to believe me. On the MT4, I believe there's a DR/IDR indicator for that as well, if you want to try this strategy out. So remember, it's the 9:30 open on the US 500, US 100, S&P 500, NASDAQ, ES, NQ. Whichever you want to call it, just play with it. Try it if you want to give it a whirl. But frankly, I would stick with these kind of things, which is VWAP, day high and low, and pivot points. Look, pivot bands, pivot bands. In fact, I had a lovely trade the other day. Where was it? There you go. So VWAP bounce. Look, VWAP bounce. but I think this is the one. That's a high and VWAP bounce. That is. Look at that VWAP bounce. You tend to find these work out okay, actually, the VWAP bounces. But anyway, I'm going to start doing a few more videos if I can. I know I've been rubbish at doing videos lately, but you know what? I'm getting a bit more active on trading, particularly after work, about 6 o'clock at night UK time. So that's post-lunch US time. So I'm going to try and record a few trades, and then you know what? If it starts to pan out, I keep threatening to do it. I might start doing a bit of streaming. And you can trade with me if you like, but don't blame me if I lose your money. Actually, no, don't blame me. I mean, I wouldn't wish to do that, but if you follow me, you know, I don't get it right that often. So, you know, you might just lose a few quid, but we can always cut a few demos on the way through. I don't know. That's what we can do. Yeah. So if you see me streaming, it's early days, and I've not been streaming very long. You might want to hold back because it's probably quite early days for me, really. Look at that. Yesterday's high. You guaranteed a reaction on that, by the way. Guaranteed a reaction, look. At least one. First time every time. Look at that. Little bounce back there. Little bounce up then, once it's got through it. Anyway, we'll talk more about that as I start to use it a bit more in the real world. But anyway, DR, IDR, I don't think there's any. I think it's more like no IDR, actually. All right. Listen, you guys have been absolutely fantastic. But I have been way better. You take care now. Bye.